Hello. Look at this little berry right here. It is loaded with antioxidants and all kinds of nutritious things. So I thought I'd make some blueberry pancakes. This recipe comes together so easily that you will never use a box pancake mix again. So all I need is 2 cups of flour. Now this happens to be a half a cup. It fits into my jar. So I need 4 half cups. That's it for the flour, so I'll put it right over here. I need 4 tablespoons of sugar. 2 tablespoons of baking powder.
Marvelous.
And a teaspoon, that's a half a teaspoon, of salt and a teaspoon of baking powder. So what I like to do is take my whisk and whisk it together. Make a little well in the middle. And I heard somebody whisper, marvelous. I forgot my dad was to the left of me. Dad, will you cheer up, please? Hello.
Hi, baby.
Say hello to the people. All right.
2 thumbs. I give them 2 thumbs.
Okay.
I don't give 1 thumb on 2 thumbs.
Okay. So now we have our dry ingredients. It's important to have 2 bowls and have your wet in one and your dry in the other. And the reason being is because you don't want to overmix your pancakes. That's a tip. Never overmix your pancakes. So into my dry ingredients, my wet ingredients, I'm going to use 2 eggs. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go a step further. I am going to separate my egg yolk from my white. I do this because it makes it even lighter pancake. So I'll put my yolk in one bowl and my white in the other. Got a little bit of white in there, yellow in there, but that's okay.
I hope you have my favorite syrup.
Now what would that be?
It's not maple. It's not mother butter, or whatever it is.
I have your favorite syrup, Alec.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla. If you're using imitation, you could put a double teaspoon. Okay. Now, I am going to put 2 tablespoons of butter. Melted butter. And you don't want it to be hot because you don't want it to curdle your egg whites or your milk. So to this, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of buttermilk.
1.5. There you go.
Okay. So then I'll pour this right into my bowl. And I'll hand that to him.
Thank you.
And I'll just whisk this together just until it becomes mixed. So you could mix this all you want. And you can mix this all you want. But you just don't want to mix them together all you want. Okay? It makes a heck of a difference.
Okay.
So this is an extra step that I like to do because it makes your pancake even more fluffy. And that is to beat my egg whites. I'm going to beat them into a soft peak. So of course you'll cut most of this until I get to my soft peak. Come on. How does that look? Okay, so I'm back. As you can see, these are soft peaks. They're not real stiff. And they don't have to be when I'm adding it to my...
Because you're going to fold that in.
Exactly. So I'm going to put this in my well that I previously made, right in the center of my dry ingredients. I'm going to stir this. And you just want to fold it over. Let me tell you another little tip about making pancakes. The more lumps you have in it, the better your pancake is going to taste. Trust and believe it, okay? Now I'm going to put my soft peaks in. Hand that to my cleanup man.
Thank you.
And I'm going to just, you want to stir it in just enough to wet your batter, okay? Let's see where my spatula is.
Would you use frozen or fresh? What's the difference?
You could use frozen blueberries. You can use fresh blueberries. One thing about blueberries, summer is the season. So, and this is the time when they're ripe and they're on sale. Load up on them, wash them, put them in the freezer. So look, see the batter?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that smooth. Mm-hmm. It still has a lump or two in it. Mm-hmm. It's tired though, because I mixed it. I've been playing with it a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let it rest. I'm not gonna add my blueberries until I'm ready to put it on the griddle. So I'm gonna let this rest on the side, and while I make the blueberry syrup. Okay, I have my heat on here. Medium high. I'm gonna put about a half a cup of water in here. I'm gonna make some blueberry syrup. What's blueberry pancakes without fresh blueberry syrup? To that, I'm going to add a cup of sugar.
You finished with it?
No.
Okay.
Cup of sugar. And then I'm going to add a cup of blueberries. That's all you have to do. You bring it to a boil.
Wow.
Okay, I'm back now, and I'm ready to put my pancakes on my griddle. In order to get a nice even brown, I like to just damp the griddle with a little bit of oil. And to have more control over the size of my pancake, I like to spoon it out, ladle it out. You hear that little sizzle, you know your griddle is nice and hot. See that? Now you can make the pancake any size you want. That's the beauty of making your own pancakes, see? Yeah. Nice and round. I have my griddle on 375 degrees. I'm taking, want to hold that back there? Put it over there. I'm going to put my blueberries. I like manually just putting the blueberries on top of the pancake. You get an even distribution. It keeps the white in the pancake just that white, as opposed to turning it all blue. And I just think the pancakes look a little bit better, but it's totally up to you. When you make pancakes, you don't want to disturb them. Think of it as a cake in the oven. When it comes out of the oven or while it's baking in the oven, you don't touch it. You don't keep looking at it. You don't wiggle the pan because you'll disturb it. And we don't want to disturb our pancakes. So just let them cook naturally. When you start to see it drying up around the edges just a little bit, you know that they're becoming cooked. When you start seeing bubbles and the bubbles pop, you know that it's almost time. Now, if you just have to look at it, you might just want to peek. Just peek, just a little bit. The less you bother them, the better your pancake is going to be, look, and taste. Also, any lumps that you had in your batter, they'll dissipate, they'll dissolve. Our syrup is just coming just right. So I'm going to flip my pancake right along through here. Oh,
wow.
I don't think it comes any beautiful than that.
No. Oh no.
So now I'm going to flip my second one.
What are you for?
That's okay. I'm just going to wipe this off. Now, the drier your pancake is, the easier it is to turn and the less time that it has to cook on the opposite side.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
In all, you want your pancakes to cook for probably at least 4 minutes. Okay? That's you're ensuring that it's done all the way through. And those blueberries, oh boy, those blueberries on the bottom get a chance to cook,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So now I'm going to turn my third one over.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so there you have it. 3 beautiful pancakes, which have about another minute to cook on the other side.
Let me get my plate together.
Okay. You never, ever, more than anything else, remember never to flatten your pancake. I mean, you're doing it a great injustice once you do that. If you were making pancakes for your family, you could just line them up on a cookie sheet and then you would put them in the oven on warm. So I'll put those over there and dot this grease again and make 3 more.
That's my blueberry pancake with my favorite syrup, Allerger, and Georgia syrup. Straight from Yazoo City, Mississippi.
Okay.
My daughter made it especially for me.
Now this mix is thick, but it doesn't matter. You want it to be thick, I think.
They're nice and fluffy, and the blueberries, like, they disappear.
Maybe I didn't put enough in there for you. Is that what you mean?
Mm-mm. I thought maybe I was going to be eating them, maybe going to be hard.
Oh, you're saying they dissolve in your mouth. Okay, let me see this syrup right here. The syrup, this blueberry syrup looks good. All you gotta do is add a little bit more corn. I have to add a little bit of cornstarch to thicken it up. But actually, once it cools, it thickens. So, okay, so beautiful, beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful.
wow.
All right,
wow.
3 in a row. I'm going to take my syrup. I am going to take my syrup. I'm going to pour it right into my serving dish right there. So if anybody wants some blueberry syrup. Okay, looks like my second batch of pancakes are done. So I am going to take one, put my butter on it. I'm going to take 2, put some more butter on it. I'm going to take 3. Now look, if you can't eat pancakes the way you want to, why eat them? And you only eat them once every blue moon. Right on the top, okay? Now I'm going to put some bacon right there. Another slice right there. And another slice right there. I'm going to take my favorite syrup. After I smear this around just a little bit. My favorite happened to be pure maple. So I'm going to take this maple syrup and just drizzle it all the way through. And have my little puddle right there. Did I have my fork? Now I'm going to cut right into it. Let's see. Oh my goodness. They're done. These pancakes make you wonder why you ever used the box to begin with. I tell you, if you want the recipe, you want to know how to do it, email me to itsallgood, Theresa@home@gmail.com.